The end of time has arrived, which means the Rift Mountaintop update is finally here, and it's honestly so good. I think it's one of the coolest updates by far. It's got cool mechanics, annoying Enigma Souls, it's absolutely packed full. And I am going to use the power of space and time to fracture this video into chapters, but only on one condition: you have to subscribe. You can never change your mind later. Enough yapping though, let's get into this. To enter the mountaintop area, you are going to need the Vampiric Timecharm, which requires a lot of stuff beforehand. And by a lot of stuff, I mean a lot. So, if you don't have it, then you're still in luck. I actually have another Rift guide, which you can check out to learn how to get it. Make sure to get the Lively Sepulchre chestplate as well while you're over there. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. So once you enter the mountaintop and you go up these steps, you'll be greeted by Oruo. If you've played any dungeons at all, you'll be familiar with him. He's the Rift version of the guide that asks you trivia questions that your Solver mod answers. If you haven't done dungeons, then just think of that Crash Bandicoot guy. You know, the Hoobity guy. Yeah, that's the one. Oruo has the Blessing of Time, and he gives you a challenge.
Oh, hey there, little guy. Hoobity-ba. Could you fight and defeat the Sun Gecko, please, for me? Thank you. Okay, thanks, bye.
And if you're wondering who Sun Gecko is, it's basically Goku if he was a Scaly and in Minecraft. Which means we have to destroy him. So to destroy him, you just basically hit him over and over and don't run out of Rift time. Defeat him and you get Sun Gecko Experience and Sun Gecko Essence. Experience lets you add more modifiers to make the fight both easier and more difficult. These can be toggled for more experience and more essence. It's pretty straightforward. The essences can be used to buy better stats, both in the Rift and in the normal world. You can also buy a pet item for the Grandma Wolf pet that gives you more magic find at a 50 kill combo. You can buy shurikens that give you more magic find on whichever mob you tag with it. There's a lot of great stuff here, so I recommend you get into it. I'll also go over what each modifier does and what a good modifier setup might look like to maximize your essence gain. So, Revival is the first modifier, and as the name implies, it revives the boss. It spawns shurikens around the boss chamber too, which you can throw at the boss to keep your combo going. The second one is Combo Manic, and it basically makes you stun the boss every time your combo increases. If you lose your combo though, you're gonna take health damage. The next one is Time Sliced, and it makes it easier for you to increase your combo the first 30 seconds of the fight. After 3 minutes, you're gonna take increasing damage, so you better watch out. The fourth one is called Buffantix, and it spawns traps, hazards, and buffs all around the battlefield. It also picks out one area that's gonna be a hazard. Just don't stand in the red and you'll be fine. The fifth one is called Collective, which means for each modifier active, you lose 1 max health at the start of the boss fight. It also increases the time before you lose your combo. The next one is called Brand New Dance, and it means that the boss starts doing health damage, plus it gets a completely new attack. You also get mana whenever you take heart damage. Culmination is the final one. It means you can't heal any heart damage taken, but your combo is easier to increase. This one is only worth it if you don't have a lot of ways to take heart damage. I usually run Revival, Combo Manic, Time Sliced, Collective, and Culmination. It works for me, but I believe that Time Sliced, Buffantix, Collective, and Brand New Dance also might work quite well. You can pick a mix and see whatever works for you. After absolutely demolishing the Weeb Gecko, it's time to keep moving up the cave. You'll soon see Old Timer and Shipper McPickaxe. Yes, the pickaxe is sentient, and yes, you're gonna need to buy the pickaxe that it's selling. You'll need it for what comes next, and that is the Timite collection. Of course, they added yet another tedious collection for you to do here in the Rift, as if the wilted berberis wasn't enough.
Man, I could do this all day. I wouldn't mind this job. I like this job. I think I might come back and do it again. Thank you.
But some of the stuff the collection offers is pretty neat, like the time pocket to store stuff you need to have in your inventory to get good. Youngite is the first rendition of Timite you'll be able to mine. It's these light blue stained glass panes all around here. You break them to get your first few levels of the collection. As soon as you reach collection level 1, you craft the time gun with 32 Youngite and the Berberis blowgun. You wanna get 60 wilted berberis for this, since you'll still need a blowgun for later with the puffs. You also want to craft the Eon pickaxe with 32 Youngite. So in total you want to get a stack for the items and then 20 more for Shen's Regalia, which I'll talk more about later. With your newly acquired time gun in one hand and your Eon pickaxe in the other, you'll be able to age the Youngite into Timite. Just hold right click with the time gun and aim for a few seconds and it'll age up. Don't believe me? Check the ID. Look here, I'll show you. Exactly. Everything checks out. Same thing as with the Youngite, you want to get 84 Timite, 24 later with the Regalia, and 64 to upgrade your pickaxe to a Chrono pickaxe. So, now that you have the Chrono pickaxe, you want to aim your time gun at the Timite. That's right, age the aged thing, and it becomes even older. Now it's purple, and it's called obsolete. This Timite is so old that it has to file taxes, and it also makes Minecraft nostalgia videos. Either way, we're going to mine it, and we just need 20 of it for now. You can come back and mine all 3 of these to craft a combination of Discrete, which you keep on your person to age it. Once you've held it for 300 hours, that's right, hours, in your inventory or your time pocket if you prefer that, it evolves into Spotlight and it gives you permanent buffs to health regen and rift time. You can have 5 of them in total, so that nets you plus 5 health regen and plus 25 rift time. You can also craft Highlight. You then use the Highlight to craft a Satellite, which is an accessory which makes your rift time go slower when you're at higher altitudes. Keep in mind that you need level 7 of the collection for it. You can also craft an enchanted cloak with the Highlight, which is ridiculously expensive, but it lets you time skip certain stuff. With the update, there's also a new Crux mob, because of course, these are called the Puffs, and these cute little flying bastards, they spawn all over the mountaintop. The higher up you are, the higher the chance it is for them to spawn. To kill these, you need the Berberis blowgun, but if there's just one of them, don't do it. You want to do an epic kill chain, trust me. You see, when you shoot this little guy, every puff within 10 blocks of it will also die, starting a chain. The higher the chain, the higher the chance for Cruxes to drop. You can also buy a gravity splash potion from this vending machine for a few motes to increase the spawn rate even more. You want to get 192 Cruxes in total, and I know that sounds like a lot, but you're gonna need 128 of them for the Celestial Starstone, which is the final upgrade of the Crux Talisman, and then the final stack you need for the Regalia. But we can't keep our head up in the sky though. Let's get back down to this guy, which you passed by a bit earlier if you went up and killed some puffs. His name is Ubik von Neumann, and he exists in 3 different places all at the same time.
Welcome, Crazy Carlson.
That's his actual canon voice. Basically what Ubik offers you is 3 different minigames. The first
Please choose your box.
Okay, as I was about to say before you so rudely interrupted me, the first one is guess the box. It's pretty simple logic, you know how it is, so I'm gonna pick this box.
You chose the 3rd box.
So he opens one of the other boxes.
Will you keep the box you opened, or will you switch to the other?
So I started with a 1 in 3 chance of picking the right box. Now that he's opened another one, which means there's a 2 in 3 chance I picked the wrong box. The logic here, you know, the big brain thing, is that if you switch the box, that leaves you with a 2 in 3 chance of being right. And as you can see on the stats here, that's usually the case. So I'm going to switch the box.
You have chosen to swap. Congratulations, you got the IQ point.
And hell yeah, I got the IQ point. So now that you've gotten the IQ point, hopefully if you're smart like me, he's going to ask you, what prompted your decision to switch the boxes? You want to answer, because it increases the odds.
For your decision, I will grant you an Enigma Soul. You can always come back and play my game later.
And come back and play later you can. Every time you enter the Rift, you can play this game once. The IQ point is an accessory that gives you more Rift time in the Rift and more intelligence in the real world. If you get 9 IQ points, you can combine them into 2 IQ points. I don't know how the math works, but that gives you 2% more Rift time or intelligence, which is pretty epic. Now it's time for Ubik number 2, and he's slightly further up.
Indeed, I remain below as well as here and above too. I am ubiquitous. Let me present to you my new game. Select a number from 1 to 100. Each revolution of time, I compile the answers from all participants. The 10% of participants who will have a number closest to half of the average will obtain the reward. Which number will you choose? You're gonna pick 69, aren't? Who am I kidding? Of course you are.
Yes, I am going to pick 69 because I am dumb and didn't realize that these make money. Future Call is me, and I'm here to save the day for you though. So what I've done is I've kept a track of all the different averages that have been on this minigame, and then I used them to calculate the next one. It's pretty epic, but basically the game is all about trying to guess what other people will pick, if they'll go up and bet high, or if they'll go down and try to be a little scumlord like you wanna be. The reward is a free will, which if you had any, you'd stop playing this game. No, but really, you give it to a minion, it either chooses to stay with you and gives it a 10% permanent working speed, or it fudges off somewhere else and leaves you a postcard. Honestly though, you want the postcard, because it makes all minions on your island 5% faster. And that's like 1 chicken more per minute, man. That's a lot of speed. So I recommend doing your own calculations and trying to be smart about it. Not trying to get 2 free wills, but just the 1. Good luck. The next Ubik is over at these coordinates, and he has a third and final game for us. He will first pit you against these 3 weirdos to play split or steal. These 3 all have different tactics you gotta figure out, and afterwards you'll face Ubik again. The first match you wanna split with Ubik the entire time. The second one you wanna start off with splitting, then changing to stealing, and then splitting again, and so forth until the end. If you do this correctly, you're gonna get the Ubik's Cube, which you can use to challenge anyone and everyone to a split or steal fight, with a 2-hour cooldown of course. You also get an Enigma Soul. You may have thought like I did, that all you could do is just challenge other players, but no, you can also challenge NPCs, and all of them have different tactics. They spend a lot of time with this. You can check with left click, but what I do is I usually go to Dr. Emmett over in the Mirrorverse, because he always splits, because he's an idiot, and I rob him blind. As you climb the mountain, you can also see the final eye. You know, those teleporting eyes. This one is called the 7th Sin, and it's at these coordinates. Calm it down and you'll be rewarded with Rift Time, plus a nice teleport to get up the mountain. It's very worth it. Also go back to Porhtal after this, over in the cage, and you get some neat lore. I'm not gonna spoil it here though. With this new update, there's also been a few more Enigma Souls added. Because Lord knows we needed more of those, right? I'm gonna show you where they are and how to do them. So let's start with the easy ones. First one you can buy from Oruo down at the Sun Gecko chamber for 25 Sun Gecko essence. You can get 3 different ones from Ubik, 1 from each minigame by actually doing it correctly. Another Enigma Soul can be gotten from helping Icarus jump out of the rift. Kinda like someone else. Pick how many jumps you should do. First and second ones doesn't matter too much, just help motivate him by squatting yourself. I don't know if it actually makes it go faster, but it's fun, okay? After the second one, he's gonna let you pick between 30, 40 and 50 squats. You wanna pick 40 or 50 and that will give you an Enigma Soul plus some burned pants. You awful human being. He's gone. He might be dead, or maybe he's even outside of the rift. Who knows? But you have to live with the guilt of what he did. At these coordinates, there's some balloons holding up a chest. Shoot the balloons down with the blowgun and you get yet another Enigma Soul. At the top of the mountain, there's a leap of faith. You might think it's a haha silly joke, but no, if you jump, you actually end up landing on barriers. And if you follow these barriers, then you can get to the Enigma Soul on this little island. You can also get another Enigma Soul by following the flea spook through the floating rotating islands. I recommend upgrading your aspect of the leech, so you can easily teleport between them and get this Enigma Soul. There's a horse Suka patch that you can shoot at these coordinates in the Walk of Fame. It's easy enough to get, just go to the coordinates and you can't miss it. Now finally, you remember the flower pots parkours, right? They used to be pretty fun. They used to be like, oh, the kind of new thing, like follow the flower pots. Then you get to the chateau and you're like, what the f is this? And now you get up to the mountaintop and it's the worst thing you're ever gonna do in your life. It's so much fun! You get to jump on the pots, with floating islands, and then several of the longest possible jumps, where you have to rely on your aspect of the leech, which doesn't even work half the time. I hate this so much. I'm never doing this shit ever again, man. Yeah, I'm gonna blame this on ping. It's the ping issue. My European internet connection. It sucks, okay? I'm never gonna do this again. I spent 4 hours trying to get this shit, and I never will try it again. I will forever be on 51 Enigma Souls. It's a statement at this point, a refusal to comply. I'm not gonna fall for that shit. Whichever dev came up with this brilliant idea, I hope you have a really nice 2025. I hope it's great even. I also hope you step on several Legos, your pillow is warm forever on both sides, and that you live with the guilt of what you have done. If anyone knows who did this, whoever concocted this horrific idea, which frankly should be banned under the Geneva Conventions, let me know.
I just want to talk to him.
I just want to talk to him, okay? Enough about flower pots though. You might have noticed quite a few Eleanors standing around on different places in the mountaintop area. You want to talk to them. So let's start from the bottom back at Ubik again. First one is mining. As you talk to Eleanor, she'll ask you if you're the real one and ask you to confirm by going to the area in the mirror. Wear the same or better mining armor, which in this case is heat armor. Then, you're gonna need a legendary silverfish and any drill. I recommend just buying the cheapest one. Then you go to these coordinates in the emerald area of the deep caverns. It's right by the lift. And then you crouch a few times. Then it should say in the chat, "You are sensing a watchful presence." And then you'll be good to go. Next up is fishing, and for this one you'll want to go to this hidden lake in the dwarven mines at these coordinates. You want to wear sponge armor or better, any fishing rod at all. You also need a legendary flying fish pet, as well as a splash potion of whatever you pick. You want to look straight up and throw the splash potion, then quickly swap to your rod before the potion lands on you. For the farming one, you need a melon armor set or better. You can also use rancher boots, which makes it a lot easier if you actually do farming. You also need a legendary elephant and a carrot hoe of any tier at all. Then you go to these coordinates and you say this, specifically in public chat. You want to say, "Eleanor is the best."
Shut up!
Jesus Christ, shut up, you loser!
For combat, you're gonna need any dragon armor set, a legendary wolf pet, and a raider's axe. As you're holding the axe and standing at these coordinates, you just type /hub and you should have done it. The final skill is foraging, and it's the worst skill of the bunch, but it's the easiest of the challenges. You need full golden armor. That's right, just normal gold armor. You know, the one that you make with gold ingots. And then you need a tree capitator and an ocelot pet. Then you literally just stand at these coordinates and it should complete itself. Oh, by the way, if you need any of the pets from these quests, hit me up. Just /visit Crazy Carlson and I'll give you a good price for him. I have a huge stock of them. And now that you've done all these steps, go back to the Rift and you talk to all of the Eleanor NPCs again, and you get a new set of armor, which is transferable, plus you can buy Shen's Regalia, which is needed to progress. Buying Shen's Regalia is gonna set you back 25,000 motes, 64 puff cruxes, 20 youngite, 20 timite, and 20 obsolite, as well as the disinfestor gloves. Once you reach the almost tippy top of the mountain, you know, slightly behind where the foraging Eleanor is, Detective...
Salutations! It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a Special Agent Thomas Amog.
Why does everyone keep interrupting me? I know who you are. We talked...
Meet me at Rameo's house. We might find more clues there.
Fine, I'm here. What the...
Observe the bloodstains on the ground, my dear. It is clear that a murder is about to occur.
Yeah, we've been over this already. I've already done this quest. Do I really need to do it all again?
Indeed, my dear. It must be done.
Well, the last time, you know, we just went over to the florist and did this stuff and it worked out, right?
That appears to be true. Impressive. Well done, my dear, for deducing as much. Deducting. It's close enough. We must make haste and locate the florist at once. Time is of the essence in this matter.
Yeah, we're at the florist now. I'll talk to Marcia.
Hafu. my poor Remoral.
She'll send us to Master Tactician Fink, and we'll be done.
It appears Master Tactician Fink is the culprit. Most intriguing. Come.
Yeah, he's gonna sell me the murder weapon. Wait, what? He's already sold it? And the murderer's already left. Well, let's just go to Taylor's shop and be done with this, okay?
A judicious choice indeed. Your instincts were indeed correct, Crazy Carlson. We found Romeo before the murder could. Yet, something is amiss, as a murder was foretold to occur at this house.
So, I just talked to him, we go over to this house. What? You want me to build a barricade as well? Dude, I'm not qualified for this, what the flip? Fine. I guess I'll have to do it.
Excellent work. This barricade is very strong.
Okay, so imagine my surprise when I, Crazy Carlson, broke down the barricade with the help of Wizardman. This is Kino. This is absolute cinema, I'm telling you. So I did what any brave person would do. And I stabbed myself with my karambit. Or is it myself? I mean, it's not me, but it's still me, you know? Either way, I cut this other version of me down. And then Amog talks some more about the implications of killing this other past, present, or future other dimensional version of myself and its consequences. But speak with Juliet and you get the Ring of Eternal Love, which nets you plus 80 rift time, which is epic. 10 out of 10 would kill another dimension's version of me again. So finally, the quest is done. For now. And that means it's time to actually finish up where we left off with Eleanor. At this point, you should have Shen's Ringalia. You also want to make sure they have the Warding Diamafam. You know, the thingy you use to trace symbols for the wizard guy in town. And also a Frozen Pungai and the self-recursive pickaxe. Basically, the Walk of Fame is where you prove that you have all the prior time charm. You can kind of see it as the Rift's version of the Victory Road in Pokemon games. As you enter, you will be met with this outline of a heart in the first room. You gotta use the Diamafam, trace the heart, and do it precisely, otherwise you're gonna have to redo it. If you do it correctly, Rooster Scylla will spawn. You talk to him, you confirm you have the chicken and egg time charm, and the door opens. Next room, it's based on the Mirrorverse. You look at the other mirror side, you complete the parkour that's invisible, and then you get through the room. Then you talk to the Lost Wizard NPC, show him the Mirrorverse time charm, and you're allowed to pass. The third room is based on the village. You remember those Enderman pillars that used to yeet you out of the rift if you get too close? Yeah, this room is filled with those. Your job is getting past them without being teleported out. If you do that correctly, then you get to the next room. This room is based on the Living Cave, and you gotta mine those living metal snakes, using the Pungai and the pickaxe. Once you've mined the snake's heart, an auto null will spawn at the end. Show it the living time charm and you're allowed to keep going. In the fifth room, you have to hit glow balls into the slime in the middle. Hit all of them and you spawn the blobber cyst. You show the blobber cyst, you globulate time charm, then you quickly rush through the open door. In room 6, where do we go? What do we do? You see this pillar up here? You gotta parkour around the place to hit one, and then you got 1 minute and 30 seconds to find the other. It's over here on the other side. If you do both of that within the time, it's gonna spawn a vampire. You show it the vampiric time charm, and you'll be let through. To finish the 7th room, you're gonna need the 7th time charm, which is the Celestial Timecharm. Well, how do we get to that? There's this other door that you can only access if you have Shen's Ringalia. Good thing we decided to get that, right? Now we can enter. You're gonna see a sequence machine, 7 stone buttons on redstone lamps, with 1 wooden button on each side. The right wooden button picks which version of Shen to summon. There's 5 different ones. The sequences get more difficult the further down you get. The thing you have to do is light up all the redstone lamps, and if you mess up, the left wooden button resets the sequence you're doing. So let's start out with the first sequence. For it, you literally press all the buttons. You cannot fail this unless you literally do it on purpose. Shen Chaos lets you know that Shen Citrinas has the time charm. So to get to him, we first gotta finish Shen Albendo's sequence. To do this, you need to press button 6 first, then button 4, and finally button 2. You then do the third sequence by pressing button 7, button 6, then button 5, and finally button 2. This is gonna summon Shen Citrinas, and he's gonna give you the time charm you've been looking for. He also tells you not to summon the other Shens, but I do not care, so I'm gonna do that anyways. Next up is Shen Rubendo, and to summon him you press 7, then 4, and finally button 3. Finally, we have Shen Magnum Opus. To summon him, the sequence you have to do is button 5, button 6, then button 3, and finally button 7. And he's gonna recruit you into the Shen organization. And as a token of that, he gives you the Golden Belt, which is an accessory that gives you 5% more rift time total, but makes all rift time you have go down 3% faster. Now then, with the Celestial Timecharm, we can finally talk to the final Eleanor and open the door to the Wizardman Bureau. In the Wizardman Bureau is a button. Just a button that says ring. No, this is not a reference to the hit ABBA song.
Seeking Wizardman? Well, they're currently on a cosmic errand. If you say help Wizardman, I'm sure they will come save you.
Bruh, I have to say stuff in public chat on this server and risk interacting with people? What the heck is this game even? But fine, let's do it then. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Help Wizardman!
It's you. I've been expecting your arrival. I knew you'd come. I've seen hundreds of iterations of you, all from different dimensions, who have come before me seeking to claim the title of Wizardman. If you aspire to take my place, you must first defeat me. Are you prepared to exceed where they have faltered?
Brother, my social life is dead. I have over 1k hours in this game. While you spent your time drinking and doing pathetic Wizardman things and being cool socially, I was mining. I was selling pets. You are toast. I am going to smack you into the next dimension, and then I'm gonna hold a eulogy at your Wizardman funeral, because I'm just decent like that, okay?
Excellent. Let's find out if you're merely another echo, or if you are the one.
So I can pick between Temporal Race, Wizardman Brawl, and QuadLink Legacy. Each one gives me fragments to craft the Wizardman armor. So let's start with Temporal Race. Parkour is gonna be easy. You see, I'm a bit of a gamer when it comes to parkouring.
I find that quite ambitious. Follow me to the trial grounds. Let's put that confidence to the test.
Alright, this is gonna be easy.
You're no match for my parkour skills.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yes! Once again, victory eludes you in the face of the Wizardman.
Seems I gotta fucking lock in for this. The third time's the charm, right? So let's do it. Yes!
Fine, you bested me. Have this ugly boots fragment.
So I get 1 fragment for that. Seems I gotta do it 3 more times to be able to craft my ugly boots. So let's do it. Parkour montage time. Haha, you're no match. Haha, loser. Fuck you, Wizardman. Hey, shit ass, wanna watch me speedrun? Okay, now we're done. We are done. Let's craft the boots and then head back to the bureau. And all this parkouring has made me want to bash your face in, Wizardman. You know what? I think it's time for a brawl.
Very well then, to the Wizard Brawl we go.
So here Wizardman explains a bit how the brawl works. I get a wand that lets me shoot stuff at him, and I'm also allowed to fly in the arena. And this is gonna be so easy, I won't even have to... What the fuck? Why are you moving like that? Why are you flying like that? Stop it!
Ah, little fellow. It seems this isn't your moment. Return when the gaps in your skill are filled.
Well, that's a very fancy way of saying skill issue. I see. I'm gonna keep fighting you till I win. I hate this so fucking much. Yes! You, Wizardman.
You've bested me. Have this W logo fragment.
Are you kidding me? I just get 1 fragment for that? Now I've got all 4 fragments. So let's just craft it. And this is epic as f, man. Now it's time for the final challenge. And please, please, please let this be easy. Okay, Wizardman. Let's do QuadLink Legacy.
Ah, the QuadLink Legacy. A personal favourite of mine. It's literally Connect 4, but QuadLink Legacy sounds a lot cooler, right? I came up with it myself.
Yeah, let's just do it. Wow. Why would he do that? Man, just let me win, okay? This is too hard.
Haha! Didn't expect me to have an AI ready to help me win, did ya? Take this massive L. Get shit on.
The AI is too fine-tuned for this shit, man. I just kept losing and losing and losing and losing. And I was sick and tired of losing. I went on a site that calculates the best move for 4 in a row, and I set the AI challenge to the highest level. If the Skyblock AI would be hellish, then my AI would be literally Satan levels. I am going to win these fragments, if it's the last thing I fucking do in this game. And then I got 3 more, and then I crafted the leggings, and with that I was finally back in business. So I talked to Wizardman. I'm ready to show off my accomplishment and—
I too once stood in your shoes. Having overthrown the Wizardman before me, it is time for you to become Wizardman. Wizardman is not merely a person. It is a concept, a legacy handed down through generations, striving towards a singular dream. Together, one of us will eventually mend the rift and repair the breach atop that mountain. You're only missing one part of the armor to become Wizardman. Alright, let me just rip my face off real quick. Shelf! Take this. The final piece. Wear it. I've been watching over you this whole time. I remember when you proved your identity to the Eleanors. When your blood was first drained by the Riftstalker blood fiend. When you first went to battle with Bhakti. When you first ventured deeper into the living cave. When you first explored the village actually, don't remember this. I watched your back as you vacuumed up vermin, when you murdered the innocent Romero, when you raced around collecting hot dogs for Joey McPizza, when you were on the hunt for Enigma Souls, when you wandered past the Montezuma fragments, when you first learned to count to 10, when we first met. I am Wizardman. How are you doing, little fella? Do you need the help of Wizardman? All you have to do is scream, "Help, Wizardman!" and I'll come to save you. If I'm not too busy. Sorry, young companion. Someone needs me. I've got to skedaddle. From here, you must go alone. Your destiny lies at the mountain's peak. Seek out the breach and fulfill your purpose. Good luck. Oh, by the way, make sure you have enough rift time. Would be real embarrassing if you didn't.
Okay, it's time to close the breach. I know my mission, and as Wizardman, I have to do it. I put my fresh face on, and I climb the steps. I'm going to mend the breach and be done with this once and for— Not you again, man.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am a special agent, Thomas.
I know who you are, and I don't want to talk to you. Why are you here? What do you want?
Are you the culprits of this wrongdoing?
I didn't do this wrongdoing. What even is the wrongdoing, man? Leave me the alone.
Observe the bloodstains on the ground, my dear. It is clear that a murder is about to occur. It is inevitable.
Yeah, a murder's gonna happen soon if you don't shut up and stop following me, man.
Already found a possible motive. This wallet that I found in my pocket.
Yeah, very interesting. Who can— Wait, did you say a wallet?
You know what to do.
Yeah, I think I know exactly what to do.
Yes! I don't want to die, please! I have many more cases to solve, please.
Where was I? Right, the breach. Yeah, it's time to seal this bad boy up. Okay, let's just walk into here and— Wait, why is it not working? No, my rift— Are you f***ing kidding me? I'm a few seconds short, man. Fine, give me a second. I'll just pop out of the rift and pop back in here. So let's just close it for real this time. So on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Did you just fix the breach?
Naturally. It was my destiny, wizard.
I cannot thank you enough. Now then, time is of the essence. I must study this new breach. because of your help inside the rift. Once I'm done, I will let you use my services for free. Please return in 3 to 5 business days.